Django 1911 here, and welcome to my channel. This is a review of this knife. A Microtech Whaleshark copy. This is such a nice knife to look at. It's one of my very first knives that I bought, just because I wanted it. Mainly because it was blue. The blue is very nice. It's like lightsaber blue, but in plastic G10, or not plastic, but G10. I mean, the G10 is in lightsaber blue, or not even illuminating, but it's just the color of that blue. I really like it. So yeah, this is a Microtech. Who designed this knife? Marfioni or Strider? I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a Whaleshark. That's what they call this knife, and it is a really nice knife. The blade grind on this knife is just superb. The lines are clean, straight. Satin on the blade, satin on the blade grind, satin on the flats, and there's a matte in that milled area there that is matching the thumb stud and the pivot screw and the rest of the hardware. It's got the mandatory steel insert for that secure hardened metal to hardened metal lock. You might be wondering why this knife is missing that fine point. First time I got this, I was having trouble on how to hold it because it's weird. It's not that ergonomic, to be honest. The handle, I have a better grip on it now because I have gloves on. If you don't have your gloves on, it's got a weird handle on it. I'm already smudging my blade with this gloves. Anyways, that's how knives go. But I'd be wanting to clean that or wipe that off in a little while. Wait. And it's off and we're clean. Microtech Whaleshark. Excuse me. TC4 titanium blue anodized spacers. And the pocket clip. One-handed closing with gloves. If I didn't have my gloves on, it would be a knife on that thumb for one-handed. And deployment is kick-ass fast, very fast. Other hand, single-handed closing, I'm having a hard time. Detent is very strong. Push from the bottom side. Have it focused first. Come on, focus. Come on. Don't be shy. There you go. Pushing from this bottom position. Oh no, it's not focused. I'm having a hard time focusing. Come on. There you go. Push this, push this, push this, push this. There's the break. Again. Push it, push it, push it. There's the break. And the G-10 is very strong. Makes for a very nice flipping action. Anyways, this tip, it drops straight down into my cement floor. Hopefully there weren't any other scratches on the blade because it just bounced back, but the tip is gone. See, that tip is gone and nothing else. It's a bit folded on the tip. I didn't even, just took it out small. The shrapnel was embedded inside the cement and no more, and that's just it. The tip broke clean, and this is mainly due to the metal used on this blade is probably D2. It's not marked. Let me see on the closed position, maybe we can find it there, the marking. No marking on the blade, and it's, I hope it's D2. Let's see how it cuts. This is an old paper, not a new paper, so that it's harder to cut an older paper. And cutting paper. I'm cutting through the viewfinder of the camera. It's kind of weird, but yep, I'm still cutting through. This is one of my sharpest knives, and you can see that it cuts big and it cuts smooth through the paper like butter. I love it when I have knives that can cut as good as this. Paper doesn't stand a chance. Long cuts, short cuts. Like I said, a lightsaber. A very nice knife. And a knife that I could have damaged a whole lot more, but because of how sturdy it was, it is, the tip, the very tip just broke off, no movement at all. It is still as solid as a knife could be. Lock is still there, detent is there, centering is 100%, flipping action strong, and it is just a nice knife, even with the tip broken clean off by me dropping it straight into a cement floor. And that's just a testament on how this knife is. Straight, just straight. It didn't go straight or maybe it didn't point itself straight down, it's just plopped in. So yeah, this is the Microtech Whaleshark. and it is sharp with the tip broken. How heavy is this knife? $145 grams, 0.145 kilograms. It's 5.1 ounces, 0.31 pounds, 145 grams. Let's go to the ounces. 5.1 ounces. It's just 1 gram heavier than of what an ideal knife carry should be, and that's the 5 ounces below knife range. No limitation there. The only limitation I see is this clip, because once you have this in your pocket, this end would be showing. That would be showing above the pocket, as compared as if this clip is low and this hang is over in this end, it would be carrying like this and almost non-existent. Of course, the disadvantage is it's much inside your pocket as compared to this one. You don't have much handle to pull it out as easy as having this one as compared to that one. So it has its advantage and disadvantages, but it's just how you deploy your knife. I hope to God that I don't get to deploy a knife on anyone, because there's just no need. Like a good friend of mine would say, no one wins in a knife fight, because someone would surely get cut and bloodied. That is too gory. So knives are just for cutting sushi and cutting paper and collecting for me. Hopefully I don't get to pull it on anyone, except on a self-defense scenario, and that would be totally different. But it would just be nice to have a knife around. What was that saying? It would be better to have one and not need it. It would be better to have one and not need it, rather than need it and not have it there. And that applies to anything: knives, readiness, supplies, firearms, swords, in anything. Your transportation, your car, your anything, your material things to support you in case of an emergency. And this knife is one knife that is just nice to have and won't fail you in an emergency. As sharp as a knife should. And as always, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'd see you guys the next time.